Okay, doing a magic quiz today, a little bit different. So, the game is that you get the art of a card and you have to choose between 3 or 4 options of what cost it is, which card it could be. You also can guess the flavor text when you get a little bit deeper into the game, or you can have to guess the expansion. So, this is the top list right now. I have 20 right answers in a row, which gives 20 points. The leader right now has 34. This is for November, so I have only 2 days left to beat this record. So I'm going to play a little bit with you guys and see if I can beat this record of 34 rights in a row. 34 right answers in a row. So let's play, and I will kind of explain the game as I go along. Okay, so this is Logic Knot. So I have to choose between 4 answers here. Fort Scour, Logic Knot, Latchkey, Fair, and All Sun's Dawn. So for this question, I had to guess the right name. But this is Logic Knot from Future Sight, I think. Okay, and now this is Darksteel Ingot. So I have to choose between Artifact, Sorcery, Instant, and Creature. Okay, so now I have 1 right. There was some bug, so I didn't get the first answer. But anyway, let's go. 1 right answer in a row, even though it's technically 2. Ooh, this is Sunlands. So that's 1 white mana. I have to choose between some hybrid mana costs, but 1 white is definitely correct. I think it's from Planar Chaos. Okay, so I'm up to 2 right answers. Okay, this, I don't know, I think it's from Prophecy. Some Masks block card. I think it's 3 green for probably a very bad creature, because this is Mercadian Masks block, but yeah. Pressure Beast 4/4, and when it comes blocked, defending player sacrifice a land. So for Masks block, that's probably a reasonable creature. But anyway. Ooh, what is this card? I think it's Conduit of Storm. I'm saying I think a lot because I'm never 100% sure. But it's from Eldritch Moon. And it's 2 and a red for a 2/3 that adds mana when you attack. And you can transform it, but let's not worry about transform for a moment. This card is Sylvan Bounty from Conflux, or Modern Masters has been reprinted. So 5 rights in a row, going along nicely here. And this is Weakness. It's an enchantment aura for 1 black mana. Ooh. Very old art, very ugly picture, but that's the old art for you. And this card I don't know, so now I have to try to guess here. It's definitely not an insect, it's not a djinn, it's not a human cleric. I think it's a shapeshifter. Or, this is tough. It could also be a human cleric. I think not for human cleric, it looks like a human face. No, it was a shapeshifter. So my first instinct was right, you should always go with your first instinct. Okay, I'm not giving up that easily, I'm gonna try again. And this card is a human warrior or a human monk. This looks like a warrior. He's looking kind of aggressive. So I think it's a human warrior. Never seen that card before. But it was a human monk. Okay, so, well, good thing about getting the wrong answer immediately so that I can try again without wasting time. This is an instant from Mercadian Masks, I believe. I don't know the name, but it prevents all damage to all your creatures or something like that. But it's from Mercadian Masks. Reverent Mantra, you may remove a white card, so it's like a Force of Will type card. All creatures can protect from the color of your choice. Interesting. So you can respond to a removal spell, or you can falter if your opponent is only playing 1 color. Ooh, this card is Roaring Primadox. I think it's a 4/4 for 3 and a green, and you have to bounce a creature in the upkeep, which could be good or bad depending on the board state. Yeah, 3 and a green, 4/4. And the ability is sometimes an advantage, sometimes a drawback. I think Elvish Visionary was in the same set. So, could be good. This is, I think, some kind of Hydra that you put a lot of heads on, so you pay X and then you put X heads on the creature or something like that. Funny. Yeah, it's in the creature is in some foreign language. Rock Hydra, XRR, you put X heads on a creature or something. Okay, up to 3 rights in a row. Ooh, this is Paralyzing Grasp from, I would say, Zendikar, or from Return to Ravnica. I'm gonna say Return to Ravnica, but I don't need to know the set. No, it's from Zendikar. Okay. Creature doesn't answer. 4 correct answers in a row. This is the card which has renown. It's now in the new iconic master set. It was also in Magic Origins, I think. Oh, Stalwart Ave. This card, I think it's the replicate spell from Guild Pact that you draw cards as one, cost 1 and blue, and you can replicate it for 1 and blue. Yeah, Frame of Thought. Okay. This is the 2/2 from Dark Ascension that exiles a creature from a graveyard. I don't know the name. Some heretic, I think. Fabian Heretic, okay. Oh, it was from Dark Ascension. Pretty good against the Spider Spawning deck in that limited format. This is a Spirit from Avacyn Restore. 2 and a white, 2/1. You can pay 3 and a white to prevent damage to it. Yeah, Moonlight Geist. Okay, this is Risk Redeemed from Eventide. 1/1 for 1, but it has a ton of abilities. Yeah, puts a 1/1 into play, or you can duplicate every token you have. So if you have 4 tokens in play, you get 4 more. That's a sweet card. Probably good. I remember this being good in Tiny Leaders, if anyone ever remembers that form. I think this is Oasis. I remember looking at this card and thinking, Oasis, cool. I like that group, that song, the musicians Oasis. And yeah. So now I have unlocked the expansion question. So now they're going to ask what expansion a card is from. And that can be tough sometimes. Ooh, this is a card from Time Spiral. It's Call to the Netherworld. 1 black, has Madness 0, and you return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Possibly you only can return a black creature. Okay, return target black creature from your graveyard to your hand, has Madness 0. Let's see some play in I think it's a Hollow One discard deck. Okay, 11 correct answers in a row. This card I have never seen before, but it looks like something that destroys a creature. So it's either a sorcery or an instant. I'm gonna go with a sorcery. That was bad. Vine Snare. Okay, that was a card from Magic Origins. It was a fog. It was not a destroy spell. Alright, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna try again. This card is some tainted card. It certainly looks like Tainted Field. It doesn't look like a peak. Yeah, okay. It was a tainted card from Torment. Okay, this is, I think, an artifact of some kind. Yeah, Horn of Deafening. Target creature deals no damage during combat this turn. Yeah, for being an old card, it's pretty good. Ooh, this is a bird for sure. I think it's a 1/1 for 1. No, it was a 1/1 with melee. Okay, but anyway, a bird. Oh, this is Dancing Scimitar, which is an artifact creature. I think it's a 1/5 for 4. Yeah, with fly. Yeah, okay. And this is a card from Conflux. It's a 5/3 for 4 mana. It has lifelink if you have a white creature and haste if you have a red creature. It's a Rhino Beast. Oh, permanent, not creature. Even better. Okay, this is Zombify, pretty easy. Yeah. This is a Charm from Plane Shift. I don't know which one it is, but it's definitely an instant. Gromar's Charm. You gain 5 life, counter target spell, or target creature gets -2/-2. Pretty good. I mean, having a counter spell and some other options is always good. This is the legendary artifact. I think it's Skyship Weatherlight. Costs 5, and if you pay 1 mana of each color, you get to destroy a permanent. And if this card will get into a graveyard, you reshuffle it. Oh, legacy weapon. Okay. Costs 7, not 5. But remove target permanent from the game, and if you put it in the grave from anywhere, shuffle it into your library. Okay, this is, I think, a gatekeeper from Dragon's Maze. I think it's a Vedalken soldier anyway. You can see from the art that it is a Vedalken. Yeah, so if you draw 2 more gates, you may draw a card. I had this card in a one of my Grand Prix decks. The only time I made day 2 at the GP, I had this card in my seal deck, and it was very solid. Because some people try to play aggressive decks, and you put out a 2/4 that draws your card. That's very good value. This is Kolphonos Plans from Lorwyn, 4 mana enchantment with a lot of strange abilities. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back again when I have to guess the expansion. This card looks like a card from Legions, the card with only creatures. Yeah, Root Sliver from Legions. Root Slivers can't be countered, Sliver spells can't be countered. Spicy. Ooh, this is an elk, I think. The question is this an elk beast or just an elk? I'm gonna go with just an elk. Yeah, 2/4 for 4 mana, so it's like a Pillar-Filled Ox. Mediocre card, but you know, sometimes you want to play this card in limited. This, I think, is Sacrifice from an old set. Of course, you can see from the art. I think it's the dark, but fortunately, I don't have to guess the expansion. I can't even see which expansion it is. So. Huh. This looks like could be anything. It's not a creature. I'm gonna go with instant for this one. Oof, that was very lucky. Dwarven Song, a card from Legends. 1 red mana. Change the color of 1 or more creatures until red. Very bad card. But I'm glad I passed that one. And this card is Last Breath from I think Teros and Shadowmoor. Okay, it seems to be a bug where I'm stuck at 14 rights, but this is a curse that makes all your opponent's creatures attack you. Alright, so now I have to guess the flavor text, and that's kind of spicy, but the art can give you some clues. This is a sea thing. I think it's here it mentions something about the ship. The good thing about the flavor text questions is you can sometimes guess which one is right. It rose above our heads above the ship and still higher lets. So since it mentions a ship, this looks like the card that mentions a ship. Okay, flavor text of Evolving Wilds. The land is ever resilient. Should it die, will be reborn. That sounds like an Evolving Wilds. Yeah. Okay, Living Lands, Harsh Mercy, Seal of the New Dawn, Unified Front. This looks like... This is tough. Could be Seal of the New Dawn, Living... I'm gonna go with Living Lands. Looks like a land with slaughtered cars around it. Oh, it was Harsh Mercy. Alright, should I do one more? I'm gonna go with one final go. This card, Beast Mutant Beast. I think it's a creature that's from Gate Crash, which has some kind of very expensive Battle Rush ability. Okay, I answered Creature Beast, but it was the wrong answer because sometimes this is bugged. So let's try again. This is Holding Banshee, a spider, a spirit from a core set. 2 black, 3/3 flyer that makes each player lose 3 life. Yeah. I think this is an instant that gives your creatures +1/+0. No, it was Captive Flame. Alright. Alright, if you liked this magic quiz, you can say so in the comments and I will make further videos of this kind. If you don't like it, say so too. I won't make any more.